This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It's an honor to have you here. Just out here doing a few chores. One of them is I've cut the top off of this long gourd. These old long gourds like this, they came from Africa back in the day. Those primitive people, they weren't stupid. They did have some very interesting skills. Now, I can take an old metal yardstick here. I can twist this around in there like that, a little bit more maybe. There, that should do it. And then I can take and I can dump out and get it out of there. There you go. Get it all out. And down in there for a minute. And you can see all of the gourds in there. Gourd seed, I should say. And these seeds, well, there's probably about 150 in there. And I see them selling for 10 cents a piece on some of the different sites. So needless to say, this is cash. Seed is cash. A lot of people don't understand that. They think it's got to be gold, silver, or paper dollars. Seed is well worth money and can be valuable for a resource to trade or barter with, especially the day after events. With that in mind, though, that's not the only reason you raise gourds. Now, these great big old long gourds like this, why did they raise them? What was the purpose over there in Africa? Well, the reason those primitive people raised them over there was because they were great containers. Unlike using the pottery, which is extremely heavy to try to carry your grains or whatever supplies you're going with, it's extremely heavy to be toting that around. These are ultra lightweight and, of course, endurable, waterproof, and you can put the top of it in like that and you've got it sealed up. This could be hung from a tree. If you had grain in there, make it a lot harder for rodents to get to. It'll hold water. There's all sorts of reasons why a gourd is an interesting and if you will, a hobby worth doing. Learning skills, especially primitive skills, can never hurt you. In fact, the more primitive skills you have, the safer you are in any event and any place you are in the world. Because there's always a possibility of a day after event, maybe just in your area, maybe just a flood, tornado, what have you. But the more primitive skills you have, the more primitive skills that you have under your belt will make you a lot safer, make your family safer, protect and help your community better. And that's what it's all about. And the day to start learning about skills from the primitive side is today. And through the winter, there's a lot of downtime. A lot of people just stay in their homes. Great time through the internet. YouTube has a lot of skill training there too. And maybe next summer you might even, if you have room, consider growing some gourds, container gourds. Rate this film. You guys have a good day.